the previous videos, I've either been adding colour or creating a resist for colour. This time we're going to show you a technique for removing colour. So I was just showing you a pot of table salt, sea salt, that I'm going to use in a minute, but the first task is to get a colour wash all over that cardstock. And I'm being quite liberal and thorough with this, making sure that there's lots of water involved and not so much pigment. I'm doing my best to get a fairly even coverage though, if I can. What I'm going to do next, before anything dries, is just go straight in with that salt and grind on a fair bit. You can already see how it's actually just sucking up the moisture in the water, which contains the pigment, and that's then actually creating a very detailed spotty pattern. I'm going to try something similar on the other side, this time with the blue paint though. Okay, this time when I'm doing the salt drop, I'm actually trying to confine it towards one end of that cardstock so that it will almost, hopefully, look like snowfall potentially when it dries. Now, as ever, you could actually leave this to air dry, but for speed I am going to use the heat tool to dry it off. A tip here is to really keep that heat moving, because if you heat the salt crystals a bit too much, they can start actually popping, believe it or not. Probably not one for the hairdryer. A heat tool I would recommend for this one. Now this did take a bit of time to dry, so I am just going to do a bit of a choppy. The next tool that I'm using is just an old toothbrush. It could also be a non-abrasive kitchen scourer. The goal though is to gently scuff away all of the salt crystals and just leave yourself with the watercolour cardstock. Again, this did take me a little bit of time, so there'll be another choppy coming up very shortly. There you go, and there's the finished result. I think this technique is absolutely gorgeous and I'll be using it a lot in the future. I hope you enjoyed that watercolouring technique tutorial. If you'd like to see more, then continue watching. In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and you'll get notification whenever there's new videos uploaded.